Oh my goodness, they can hear you, and boop, hello everybody. We are back for more D&D hijinks. If you don't know what we are, it is Mercy Road 3, the Yuletree Caper, and we are raising money for Child's Play Charity. It's a charity that provides toys and games to children in hospitals and in domestic violence shelters. We are 21-ish hours in, or 21-ish hours left to go. I'm still very lucid. Thank you to Mini Cheese Mouse for the $10 donation. We will have fun, peeps. We will have fun indeed. But yeah, my name is Gray, aka Saucefire, he, him. I will be leading this merry band of rogues through another merry Yuletide adventure. And yeah, why don't we start off with a few introductions? And Jack, I'm going to put you in the hot seat again, if you take it away.
Dang that hot seat. Hi, my name is Jack Packard. You might know me from talking about bad movies over at redlettermedia.com, talking about video games over at Escapist Magazine, or being on stage making fart noises here at Comedy Sports in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And for this game, I will be playing Crunchy Picklefoot, a Minotaur cleric who is spreading the word of his newly found god, the imp god of Rav. The imp god Rav. It makes way more sense written down.
No, if you see it written down. Yeah, no. Next up is Joe Hills.
Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Thank you, Sauce, for having me. I am going to be playing a Divine Soul sorcerer named Hamilton Beestinger. I drew a picture. He's kind of like Tabaxi, which is like a cat person in D&D. And he's a little bit inspired by one of my favorite characters in cinema, Ted Theodore Logan. So even though if you're used to my show, you're used to me talking a little bit more like this, I'm going to be talking more like this for the duration of this game. And that's got me most excited.
Station! Awesome. Next up is Quinn Murphy.
Hey, Quinn Murphy. Here out of Lowell, Massachusetts. I do freelance game design. Worked for Wizards, Kobold Press. Do lots of stuff for Paizo these days. And I am playing Jazgar Gumaji, a Luxodon barbarian tax collector. They say, Luxodons are like big elephant people, and they say a Luxodon never forgets, and a Luxodon always collects their debts. And so yeah, I basically just walking around like my armor. I've got leather armor, but that is like literally contains like flaps of like the different like tax codes. That
maybe a little
folks can. Right. Yeah, and like collection and stuff like like parts that like on the rest is like a little like and then like kind of like a scroll of like the back taxes, and so he's heard that there are a lot of egregious tax offenders here, so that's why he's here.
Oh yeah, no, Martia Bay is just terrible when it comes to filing properly.
Oh yeah, and his big deal. He has a giant like steel warhammer that he lovingly calls taxation, and that is
there are only two sure things in life, and Jazgar provides both.
Right, and mostly taxes.
Especially taxes. Next up, Ryan North.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ryan North. I'm a writer. You might know me from my webcomic Dinosaur Comics, or my work with Marvel on Squirrel Girl, or I have a new book out called How to Take Over the World. And I am playing Lieutenant Barker. She is a mid-career Starfleet officer who, in a transporter accident, was sent to this world. She's been here for about a month and realized that science works differently here, and she's not going home. She's looking for what to do now. And she has a tricorder and a phaser. And also, this is my first time playing D&D. So please enjoy.
I think we will. And last but not least, Kat Welsford.
Hi, I'm Kat Welsford. I'm a digital analyst at Square Enix. In my free time, I run a lot of stuff like London Gamers, Games Industry Gathering, Savepoint Industry Gathering. I run a bunch of D&D tables in London, and if you can't tell from my accent, I'm from the lovely UK. So if it starts to get dark, it's mostly because it's late. And I'm going to be playing Pelios, a tiefling warlock who is a rug merchant. And I'm really sorry to Jazzgar, because honestly, like, I feel like we're getting off on the wrong foot already. And you know what you need? You need a rug. My rugs are one of the most fantastic. They're going to make your tax filing just so much better. Like a nice little rug underneath your feet to make your feet nice and warm. So it's not for you. For you, this is a fantastic rug. Nice gold inlays on the side. For you, it's not 200 gold. It's not 100. I'm going to give it to you for 20 gold. It's an absolute bargain, but I like your face. Your face is absolutely fantastic. Now you're going to come with me? This works?
It's actually 21 gold and 46 silver with tax.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to ask. There's like, but how much are the taxes? And with grim portent, he asked, like, I see you haven't applied taxes to that.
All right, and sorry. Before we
I was going to say, Pelios is from the UK. We have taxes all included here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Before we get into the fun, we have a $15 donation for a Table of Chaos roll. I'm going to remember that. Sauce will remember that. We've got an advantage for Pendleton B. Stinger. Hashtag Tabaxi Unite. Thank you, peoplers. And an advantage for Kat. Also advantage for the Brett. But yeah. We are going to head now into some D&D, unless there are objections, unless you guys just want to hang around and talk. I'm fine with that.
Is that an option?
Yeah, it's an option.
It was like a waste of all the prep we did, but
well,
you know.
Well, welcome to my podcast. Y'all are now recurring guests. No.
Did you make me draw a cat for nothing?
Look,
okay.
This isn't the first time I've done that to Joe. Let's play some D&D, y'all. So we are going to the Sword Coast, to a little city called Martia Bay, a little jewel nestled just by the water, if the name wasn't immediately obvious. But it is also known as the City of Festivals, because every other week the city plays host to a festival. There was the Garlic Festival most recently, there was the Quilt Festival, and very unfortunately last week was the Barbarian Festival. Jazzgar, you missed it by a week. There are still... the city is still recovering from the damage, and there is a large blockade of barbarians blocking off many of the major access routes in and out of the city. They are currently protesting mandates by the Viscountess that were to ensure that the city wasn't overrun with plague rats. But on top of this, thanks to our last adventurers, there is a giant Yuletree running amok through the city, toppling over buildings, basically causing havoc and chaos, which maybe y'all are privy to, because you are currently stuck in a traffic jam of carts several miles away from the city. You can't get in, you can't get out, these barbarians are just everywhere. You're sitting in your little horse-drawn carriage, you're trying to get into the city at the behest of one Adric Addington. Unknowns to the lot of you, he was eaten by the Yuletree. You were either bribed, blackmailed, encouraged, or maybe even paid to come to Martia Bay. So we'll start with Crunchy Picklefoot. How did you find yourself in this situation, and are you having a happy Yule?
Crunchy is having a very happy Yule. Crunchy usually travels with his adoptive family of halflings, who's also his comedy troupe. And so he's come to Martia Bay with a promise of an audience to convert to his imp god, Rav. So very happy. He sees this as an opportunity. Like, how close am I to these barbarians? That's my question.
These barbarians, you are very, very far away from the barbarians.
Okay.
But the good news is you're caught in a traffic jam. So there are basically a literal captive audience
Yes.
of merchants, of tradesmen, of artisans. And all of them are more than willing to shout out a location or shout out a profession.
What I need. That's exactly what I need. Yeah. So I would definitely, just like, hey there, because I'm a Minotaur also, so I'm going to do a Minotaur voice, by the way. Hey there, everybody. While we wait here in the traffic jam, I think a little game is in order. The only thing I need is a suggestion from the audience.
There is silence before somebody.
Have a great day.
Oh, that's right, friend. Would you like to come up and volunteer to participate in the game?
I find games most stimulating. Please, good sir, tell me how I might partake.
And before we get too far into it, Handleton Beestinger, how did you find yourself in this situation, and are you having a happy Yule?
Handleton tries to have a happy whatever. And that's good, because he doesn't know what's going on a lot of the time. So, he's definitely having a good time. But in terms of the how he got here, I'm figuring, he used to be a caravan guard in his early days. So maybe he just, saw a bunch of wagons go in one direction. It was like, oh, okay. I guess I'll go where the wagons go. I get that. That sort of thing.
I love to hear it. Jazzgar, how did Jazzgar find themselves in this situation, and is he having a happy Yule?
I mean, he leaves like happiness. The notion of like kind of like happiness is like kind of like an after effect, right? It's like, did the work get done, right? And there's a lot of work in this city. Do you know like how many of these vendors just like prey upon the kingdom? They don't pay taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I've got like a list. I've got like a punch list, right? Like, because I just keep it all in mind. So I've got like this, imagine like, if you see the thing swirling on his brain, he's like, visualize it's just like all the people and like how many taxes they sort of like owe or have skipped. And so like this place just is like a white, beacon of like the people that he needs to like collect from. So he's here to collect.
There are so many people here in arrears. It is
it's horrifying.
You know what? You hate to see it. It's a punch to the gut.
Yeah, like just looking at it for him is like his version of a horror movie.
Lieutenant Barker, since you are a Starfleet officer,
yes,
you will probably immediately see the parallels to Christmas. But how did Lieutenant Barker find themselves with this company? We know it was a transporter accident. And are they having a miracle?
So Lieutenant Janet Barker has been here for about a month, and she's gotten this. The science here is weird, but there's this theory of parallel universes, parallel planets, where you got your cowboy planet, your gangster planet. As far as she can tell, this seems to be Christmas planet.
Christmas planet.
So she's got some strange readings on her tricorder of what seem to be some sort of sentient herbivorous. How do you say tree? A fancy science word for tree.
Most herbaceous.
Coniferous. Most herbaceous coniferous tree. So that's what she's been drawn to, and this traffic jam is unfortunate, but this is what happens when you're exploring a new world.
I will also say your peppermint readings are just off the charts right now.
Yeah, that peppermint dial has never done much before, but it is going hog wild.
And Peleus, how did you find yourself in this situation, and are you having a happy Yule?
I'm having a fantastic Yule, don't you know? The best thing about Yule entirely is the fact that you want that family, the community, everybody sitting around the fire. If the fire is safe and you're not made of water, that's having like some nice peppermint, some nice hot chocolate, provided you're not made of chocolate or lava. Then you're just going to want to have some nice friendly time with your friends. And the best thing to sit on whilst you're having that friendly time is a nice, soft, like thick, shaggy rug. Absolutely fantastic. And I think Pelios is going to, like, would I have noticed Jazzgar somewhere in here?
I imagine it would be hard to avoid him.
Perfect. I'm going to be trying to avoid him as much as possible. Can I hide?
Yeah, make me a stealth check. Let's get these dice rolling right away.
Fantastic. My stealth is terrible.
All right, and then when you are done rolling that stealth check, can you also roll me a D percentile? Because I got this chaos die burning a hole in my pocket. Handleton, you've got another advantage. Care of Anonymous. A radical player advantage to Joe Hills.
It is most appreciated.
It is most bodacious.
I rolled a...
Oh, go on.
I rolled a 2.
Okay. Jazzgar, you didn't notice Pelias before, but they're like, you know.
So like I think.
Sorry.
Yeah, like I think so. Like I think on the list of like, you know, he's got it like in ranked in like of course like a ranked in order kind of like, you know, top tier, right? He's got his like tier list of tax dodgers, and like normally Pelias is like at the bottom of the list, but we're like sitting here waiting, and like I wouldn't have noticed, but then I notice Pelias hiding, and then it's like, now I've got to do something, right? Like, you know, like if you're sweating it, then I should sweat this.
I'm picturing.
I've just gone like this.
No, I'm picturing you're holding a rug up, but your feet are still like, very visible underneath. Could you roll me that D percentile when you are done hiding?
I got a 31.
A 31. A 31 not only has a magical spell effect, but also I forgot to pick a winner for our prize draw. So we're going to close entries. And the winner for the $100 Wormwood gift card, the Call of the Wild key, and the Elderwood gift card worth $25 is none other than Busaurus Rex. Everybody, thank Busaurus Rex. Hey!
Nice!
Congrats!
Boo, just make sure that you contact a mod so they can get your deets. And we'll just get right back into it. A 31 will nab you. That's the magic items. I'm a professional. Okay, nice. You can now read minds as a free action.
I am very happy with this.
What's the worst that could happen? As you are hiding behind this rug, one of Crunchy Picklefoot's halflings approaches it and starts kind of feeling it up and asks, "Excuse me, ma'am, is this shag rug or flocati?"
Which would you like? Can I read his mind and find out which he wants it to be?
He wants it to be flocati.
It's for it's not only for Cloddy, it's for Cloddy from the highest mountains in the you might not have heard of it. It's Barovia. They've got like a bunch of Flocati flocks on the Mount Baratok. It's absolutely fantastic, and it's got these lovely little they've got this lovely little Flocati farmer who has a habit of. I'm really struggling with this right now.
The halfling turns
Wonderful.
to you, Lieutenant Barker, and says, "Surely you know quite a bit about Barovia. Could you please detail its history to me?"
So I crack open my tricorder, and I scan the rug, and I don't know what Flocavia is.
Can you give a quick
but I can say it's made of natural fibers that seem to be arranged in a pattern.
I love natural fibers.
So
those are my favorite kind.
it's definitely those. It's 100% natural fibers with no mysteries.
It's completely
In fact-
completely
Handleton just
mundane.
has to insert himself in here. He's got his map of Barovia from his travels. And he's like, not only are they natural fibers, they're supernatural fibers. That Mount Baratok, it's the tops.
So glad I actually remembered that correctly.
Wow, this sounds like it must be very expensive.
For you, it's. Can I read? This is really dangerous. Can I read his mind and find out how much he has in his pockets or how much he thinks it's worth?
He actually doesn't have any money. He's donated it all to the imp god of Rav.
I'm gonna
Making
be very nice and
conversation.
be like, I'm gonna be like, you know what? I think that.
Oh god,
Ryan
Ryan's
might be
having a
getting out.
transporter accident.
I don't know what's happening.
Is this happening in real life?
I love
Are you
it.
going back in time?
We need some royalty-free Star Trek-like music.
I'm back.
So,
I suffered some sort of distortion, but it's under control.
a second has donated $15. I'm personally a big fan of chaos and also causing problems, so let's have an additional roll on the table of chaos. Oh boy, I'm gonna hold on to that one.
I think somewhere too where it's like where they ask the price, it's just sort of like all of a sudden just like you see like the tip of my hammer kind of like nudge the carpet down. It's like, oh, it's pretty expensive once you add in tax.
This is donation. Crunchy, you've got a charity, right? A god or something?
If you wanted to donate that rug to us, we could use it as a stage.
That's
and
tax
perform
deductible, right?
anywhere.
It's tax deductible, right?
Any donation to the imp god Rob is tax deductible.
In which case, this rug is worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh my god!
That's 1,000 tax deducted, right? I'm doing the maths right here.
Yeah. That's how math
Fantastic.
works. Yeah.
You know, and it's sort of like, and then I like look over. I'm like, at Crunchy, and was like, where's your nonprofit paperwork?
All my paperwork is filed back at Blood Mountain. That's where I'm from.
It's really quite nice in the summer. When the sun hits the blood, it just...
Listen to Corny. Corny will tell you all that you know about Blood Mountain.
We've got $10.69. Advantage to the goodest player. I can't decide.
That's got to be Handleton right now.
Hand-
The rest of us will just divide.
I've got one in the bank though.
Oh,
I've got one in the bank. Somebody else take.
Let's give it to. I'll just roll it. Cat. Peleus, congratulations. We've also got $20 from Gil Jackson. I'll give somebody a magic item for that because I am benevolent. An uncommon magic item. That's the wild magic table. We don't want that.
No.
I mean,
That's
not
so
yet.
blessed.
Okay. This sounds fun. A sword of vengeance for I just rolled a d4. Handleton Beestinger, you get a sword of vengeance.
How does the universe present this sword to me?
There is a folding of space-time directly in front of you. Lieutenant Barker gets some very strange readings, and Ryan's camera probably will react to it. And there is a...
Look, Rav has provided for you because of the donation. Oh, praise be to Rav. Yes,
Whoa.
and you know what I'm saying?
Yes, and! Yay!
Yes, and indeed. I'm gonna reach in and I'm gonna pull this sword out. I'm pretty sure as a sorcerer, I actually can't use this. Can anybody actually use this sword?
You find that as you grab the sword, you actually become proficient in longswords.
Whoa! This sword is most accommodating.
Oh, and we've got a
what does it
$50
do?
donation. So by Anonymous. So, let's see. Jasgar, you get a very rare magic item. How would you like a mirror of life trapping? I don't know what it does, but it sounds dope.
Or a impromptu, like a portable debtor's prison.
Yeah,
basically.
Perfect.
Like until you pay back up.
Someone claiming to be Mike Stoklasa has given $10 to Jack. Jack should get an advantage. Jack should get an advantage.
I should. I don't believe that's Mike.
I don't. That doesn't sound like him at all.
I appreciate the advantage.
Yeah. I appreciate the donation to Child's Play charity. I will take your money.
Mm-hmm. Googled this sword and it is cursed. So thank you. Okay, here we go. This is from the Dungeon Master's Guide, the Sword of Vengeance. This sword is cursed and possessed by a vengeful spirit. Becoming attuned to it extends the curse to you. As long as you remained cursed, you are unwilling to part with the sword, keeping it on your person at all times. I have disadvantage with attack rolls made with any other weapon. So that's fantastic. And whenever I take damage in combat, I have to take a wisdom saving throw. And if I fail it, then I have to immediately attack the creature that damaged me until it's dead. I can't target anything else.
The universe has given you an offer, a gift. It is now your turn to take that offer, accept it with the yes, and add to it with the and, with the blood.
We have gotten a $20 donation from Sir Pancakes. Sir Pancakes is matching donations. Let's give Lieutenant Barker, I like your name, Woof Woof, a magic item. So we will give, it will be fun. Lieutenant Barker, you get a potion of growth. It just
interesting. What does that do?
I'm judging by the name that it will make you taller.
Great.
I'm assuming it's like replicators in front of you.
Right. So I grab this potion of growth and I scan it with my tricorder and I see, this is clearly a very scientific growth potion. I'm looking to make friends, so I'll offer if anyone else here wants to get, say, 5 meters tall. If not, I am ready to burst my head through the roof of this vehicle.
When you drink this potion, you gain the enlarge effect from enlarge reduce for 1d4 hours. So basically you can make yourself, your target size doubles in all dimensions, and its weight is multiplied by 8.
So it's a square cube law. We're following the science of growth here appropriately.
And because of that, your legs will immediately break, your lungs collapse, that sort of...
Yeah.
Great. Maybe I won't drink this right away, but I might smash it over someone's head later.
Yeah. And as you are all being bequeathed magic items, you are approached by this kind of paunchy-looking, balding guard, wearing the livery of Martia Bay, and he just says, looks like you guys are kind of stuck. He looks at all of you and says, maybe I can help you with that if you help me.
I love helping people. What can I do for you? How can I end your situation?
Yes, and also us. And I've got this sword that's screaming at me about vengeance in my mind. Thanks again for that.
Sorry, I'm not picturing it
I can make things bigger.
I'm picturing it not screaming in your mind, but just every now and then it just goes, ah!
Vengeance!
Vengeance! But the guard says, my name is Johann, and I'm having trouble with my wife. I was wondering if you would venture to the tower where she is and deliver her upon her a letter proclaiming my love.
Can I ask if this is really your wife, or are you just like a creeper here?
I assure you she's my wife.
What's her first? What's any of her names?
Her name is Ollie. She is a Genasi.
Would she say that you're her
husband? I don't know enough about Genasi.
She would say that I am her husband.
Would she say that happily?
I would not say happily. I am 35 years old.
And 35-year-olds are completely unattractive in this setting, I'm guessing. Is that what you're saying? Thanks, Greg.
Oh, he's got like a withered face. It's basically caving in on itself. His life is all over at that age.
Happens to all of us. That's true.
Yeah. As a 33-year-old, I don't know, but it might happen.
I think we should help this old man out.
This dying man.
The sword got really excited when it heard the beginning of vengeance with venture. And it's like, as the person's saying venture, the sword is like chiming with vengeance.
Vengeance?
Okay, Grandpa, we will deliver your letter.
I would do it myself, but you see, I have social anxiety. So, good luck.
No.
But
Just to
before you
check.
go, can we read the letter? Is that okay?
Oh, by
Or
all
is it a
means.
secret, like, romance letter?
Oh,
Okay, so we can read the letter.
Oh yeah, no, it is just proclaiming his love. He's making very poor use of simile. He is comparing her to a majestic mountainside. It really doesn't jive, but the intent seems pure enough.
Are we
mean,
getting paid
I'm-
to deliver this?
I will give. I don't have much money, but I can sneak you through the service entrance, so you won't be stuck in this traffic jam.
I live to serve.
That-
Enter.
And enter things.
So just so we're clear here, we're entering through the back door to go and see his wife.
No, you're giving it to my wife, and then I'm going to let you through my back door.
I'd say be
Sounds
careful
all right.
how you phrase that.
No, I've decided how I'm saying this, and I'm sticking to it.
Fair.
This is the only way to say this. There's no other way to phrase it.
I don't correct myself.
This may be the start of your problems, but we can do this for you.
Wait, are you a merry band of traveling relationship advisors?
I mean, we are, since you gave us this letter.
Willing.
And we charge only 40 gold an hour.
Well, that's good, because I have 80 gold. I imagine
Let's
that's
go
how
and
long
fix
it'll
your
take.
relationship.
well met.
Oh, disadvantage to sauce on a really important roll? Okay, fine. Johann will dip his head to you and say, "Oh, Gilded Poison has also donated $20, so let's give a... If you have a specific player you want to give a magic item to, just let me know in the donation. Otherwise, I will do it randomly. And it looks like Jazzgar is getting...
Really hope it's a magical abacus.
Yeah, that'd be.
I actually have a real one.
I mean, it could be.
Just
It is
have
a
an abacus.
sentinel shield.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, we need to take a break and talk about why someone just has an abacus at their desk. Like this is.
I mean,
more
the same
important.
reason I had a map of Barovia and a picture of a cat. You know, I stream on the internet.
Well,
You gotta be ready for anything.
Judging by your How to Invent Everything copy, I think you're just waiting to get sent back in time or into another world. Like
It's because like my interior decor philosophy is just piles. There's just piles of objects all around me, and whenever people say anything that's appropriate, I just grab something. I'm like, oh yeah, there's that. Oh, you need some Jacob Marley chains. We're doing a Christmas Carol, right? Yeah, here we go. Here's 10 feet of metal chain. Like I'm ready.
I love this. It's like prop comedy. It's great.
but Johann will kind of gesture off into the hinterlands where you see there is a small deer trail, and he says, "Just go down that path for about 5 minutes, then take a left at a sign, and when you see a giant coiling snake that will drive you insane if you look it in the eyes, just keep going left.
Okay, don't look at Snake.
Don't look at the insanity snake."
Okay, but then how will we see the insanity snake if we don't look at it?
You just keep your eyes on the ground.
Yeah, I'm holding the sword in front of my eyes so it can, like, what's it gonna do? Go insane with snake vengeance? I mean, it'll warn me if we get too close, I think.
What's it gonna do? Slither at me? As you see Cartography Weasel has posted a sign on one of the trees just saying, this way to the Wizard's Tower. Cartography Weasel is a little weasel. He's wearing a little pith helmet and has a map.
And the Wizard's Tower is where we're heading to go and talk to the wife.
You see in little parentheses, also Johann's wife.
Fantastic. I feel like we should
And
follow
what
these
was her name
signs.
again?
Ollie. Olly.
Ollie.
As you kind of venture through these woods, making careful note to avoid the insanity snake, you see this large tower just kind of rocketing into the sky as a tower does, but the tower doesn't have any noticeable windows or kind of brickwork. It seems to be made of one continuous piece of marble with a little door cut into it. And outside of the door is a little owl. The owl has a spear. You would think that the owl would be on guard duty, but it is currently sleeping.
Oh, because it's the daytime and owls are nocturnal. That's smart.
Not for a day guard, it isn't.
Yeah, from a managerial standpoint, this is really poor use of your resources.
Okay, everyone.
Is there a window that someone who is larger might be able to reach if she became larger by drinking a potion? Perhaps.
No, but there is a shelf that you can reach if you. No, there isn't. It is. There doesn't appear to be any kind of way into the tower save for this door.
Can I just walk up to the door and just like full on like kick it and just be like, I mean, we've been told to get in the tower. I feel like we need to get in the tower. I want to get back to selling my rug spades. Like, I want to get back to avoiding Jazzgar and the concept of tax.
As you kick the door, with almost a magical resistance, it pushes you back. And as you kind of get knocked backwards, it kind of wakes up the owl and "Oh, what are you doing here? Haven't you heard? The tower is currently undergoing delousing. No one in or out."
What's a louse?
And
why do you want to de them?
Well, it's like a bug. It feeds on blood.
Ew.
I know. They're not. The plural is lice.
Oh, great.
Yeah, no, they're all over the tower, and the wizard Tomi has said that none shall enter.
Well, where are all of the tower's normal workplace participants?
I didn't really think of it. I guess they're still in the tower. That's not good.
Well, should not someone go protect them from being mistaken for lice? Like, if you got mistaken for a vampire, you could get a stake through your chest. What if somebody mistook you for a louse? You could get whatever delicing is through your face?
Oh, I hate it when I get stakes through the heart. I guess, well, I guess considering the time, yeah, sure, I guess I can let you in, but just try not to breathe the air.
Oh, I don't usually try to breathe anyway.
All right, well, if you see the wizard, don't be alarmed. He is a naga, so giant snake person. But he's very nice, I assure you.
Was that not who we passed on the way here?
Oh no, that's the insanity snake. That's just their
different giant snake. Got it.
that's just aesthetic reasons, really.
It's like that guy in your neighborhood who like plays the devil sticks at the bus stop, and you're just like, oh, that's just devil stick Dave.
Oh,
Don't worry about him.
We got Devil Stick
He's mostly
Steve.
harmless.
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish we had a bus here. As the door opens, there's a small puff of what smells like lemony scent, but it seems rather harmless. Lieutenant Barker, can you give me a quick investigation check?
Yes. What do I roll for that?
You roll a d20. If you are proficient in investigation, you add your proficiency bonus, and you add your wisdom bonus. Lots of math.
Sweet. I got +5 for investigation.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I rolled a 6.
okay. Is that you rolled a 1 plus the 5, or you rolled a 6 plus the 5?
No, that's 6, but I rolled that 11 total.
Okay. The good news is this wasn't a very important roll. It's just that the air is safe to breathe. It will not immediately kill you.
Love it.
But strangely enough, there are no delousing elements within the air.
Yeah, I'm not detecting any delousing elements in this atmosphere, which is contradictory to what that strange owl told us moments ago.
Maybe they were all deed.
I mean, I guess it's been a bit. I mean, maybe I would say if they had windows, maybe they opened one up. Crunchy, did you bring?
Does anyone want to go in first?
Crunchy, did you bring
Yes.
your improv troupe with you?
No, they're back. They're back watching the wagon.
The rug wagon.
Well, because we just got the rug, and so they're setting up the rug. They're setting up the stage, for later, obviously.
Oh, advantage for Lieutenant Barker. Advantage means you get to roll 2 dice and pick the best of them.
Love it.
I'll definitely I'll step in first and just be like, Ollie, Ollie, oxen free. We got leather.
Crunchy.
Yeah.
It is probably your name is probably very appropriate because as you step into the tower, your foot just lands on broken glass, causing.
Oh no.
Okay, not too much. 2 points of slashing damage.
Oof.
Ouch. Uh-oh. Everyone, please be careful. There is broken glass everywhere. I did not look before I leaped.
It is stretching all the way towards this small wooden basket with vines kind of extending up through a large shaft.
Wait, so there are vines holding up a basket, or the basket is where the vines are coming from?
There is a basket with vines kind of hooked to the top of it.
Oh.
But between here and there's about 30 feet of broken glass.
Oh, okay.
Who's the strongest and who's the lightest?
Would somebody be strong?
Could we
Made bigger?
Could we throw a rug down on top of this glass?
We could absolutely throw a rug down on top of this glass, but unfortunately, I have a very that would damage one of my very fancy rugs, and I'm gonna need some.
What if I took my shield, like the new Sentinel shield I just got, sort of pull it off my back, and then basically sort of put it on its side and kind of step behind it and use it to sort of push some of the glass out the way, so we just walk
like
behind
a shovel.
It. Yeah, but like a shovel or like a sort of broom almost.
No plow.
Yeah, you can sweep the.
Yeah, as a Starfleet officer, I love these metaphors.
Like putting too much air in a balloon. Yeah, you can definitely kind of blaze a trail through the shards of broken glass, pushing them away, and making safe passage for you and your friends.
Oh yeah, like going. So I've got so if we make make it like a bigger like tower shield, I actually have like charger as a theme. So I'll picture him just like I set it down, and then just like woo, and just like barrel through it.
Yeah, you just easily push away these shards of broken glass, getting easily towards this little basket carriage. And as you kind of look inside of it, Jazzgar, you see there is a small up and down switch. With a little arrow pointing up, a little arrow pointing down.
Okay. Is everybody else like caught? Like, is there? Did folks follow? Like, is everyone with me here now by it, or?
Yeah, Handleton comes over and he's just like admiring the wicker work on the basket, kind of like retracting and putting his claws out a little, just kind of like, not ruining it, but just like feeling how it feels against his claws.
This is a most joyful device. I find myself elated. We should call this an elator.
Joe,
you know what? We should put an elf in it, and then it'd be an elf-a-lator.
This is getting worse.
I know.
Right.
Can I try?
I'm shutting the stream down.
Can I sit in it? Like, is it sittable?
Yeah. It is very sittable.
I might just try sitting in it, just because I'm lazy. And
as you sit in it, it kind of it sinks down for maybe a second before kind of righting itself.
Does it feel as if it can take my weight?
You see that there is a small sign with cartography weasel on it, and it says maximum occupancy 5 adventurers bold.
Oh.
So just me
I
then.
think-
Fantastic.
Okay. Let's get in there.
I think this might be a turbo lift of some description, some sort of primitive turbo lift.
Some sort of, as you put your hand onto the controller and just say, I don't know, deck 12, the card doesn't
Yeah. Oh, I'm out of ideas then. I tried everything.
Crunchy does some elevator mime work where he's like, I think this goes up and down like this.
And it starts going up. While Crunchy is going down.
Oh, wait. Okay, I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Goodbye.
God damn it! That's too accurate. It's too real. A table of chaos roll has been redeemed. Jack, for that display of miming, I'm going to need you to roll a D percentile once you get back to us.
Hold on, I'm
Yep.
coming back.
Somebody has a standing desk, I see.
Someone has a standing desk and thought I'd do some prop comedy.
Oh, no.
And we're back. Okay, a percentage.
Oh yeah, no. Crunchy Picklefoot just explodes. Oh wait, no, you haven't rolled yet.
That was an 89.
Crunchy Picklefoot explode. No, an 89. Okay. Well, that's not fun.
Ooh, okay.
Let's
do it. What's happening?
You are suddenly in contact with an entity from another plane, and you are granted the answer to a single question of your choice. So I'm guessing as you are doing this, as you are kind of crouched down on the ground, you just get a vision from the ethereal plane, or maybe one of the various circles of hell, and a screaming skull will answer your question.
A screaming skull will answer one single question.
Yes, it is just screaming in your face until you ask.
Is it like an alien god of sketch comedy?
It is.
Please let it be.
Maybe it is the
Sketch.
imp god Rav.
Right? And so I just look at it for a while and I just wait for it to, be done screaming because I'm a good scene partner. I'm just waiting for it to be done so I can take my turn.
After a few seconds, it stops to catch its breath.
Okay. I hear you're screaming, and yes, it is terrifying. Hey, where's Ollie, the wife? We got a letter.
Oh yeah, no, she's on the top of the floor.
Oh, okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye. Remember, I'm gonna swallow your soul. Oh, but wait. Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, I was turned away from
wasn't
you.
done yet.
You gotta speak more clearly.
I gotta project to the back of the room.
I project to the back of the room. That's right. And then come back and goes, hey guys, the screaming skull told me where we can find Ollie, the wife. It's upstairs. Dude, it was a very angry skull, but it was kind of cool.
As you kind of grab on, push up. The cart begins to lift. You hear soft music. As the cart violently stops, and the door is kind of forced open by this giant clay golem. And the clay golem says, "Hey guys, how's it going?"
Hi.
Hi, we have a letter.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, guys, I'll take that letter for you.
Wait.
Opens it up and says, "This is terrible use of simile. And my name's not even Ollie, it's Bill.
Oh, okay. That's not for you then.
Bill Clay Golem. Nice to meet y'all."
What an
Lovely
apt
to meet
name.
Bill.
Yeah. What can I do for y'all?
We have a letter.
Takes
Do
the
you
letter.
know
Reads it.
where-
Yeah, well, I've read the letter, mate. What do you want me to say?
Do you know where she is? We've been told that she's somewhere in the tower.
Oh,
And
Ollie?
also, yeah,
Oh, yeah, she top floor. Elevator doesn't go that far up, though. Might want to watch out for the lice, too.
yeah, we heard about the lice.
Oh, yeah.
And shouldn't you be somewhere else? Like,
Oh, yeah, I've been hiding. I was hoping that the people who were in the elevator were here to rescue me. Is that not what's going on?
it can be.
Did I mention that
For
I'm
own-
fabulously wealthy?
It's a £15 rescue, 15 gold rescue fee.
Oh, yeah,
Unfortunately,
of course.
Um,
Here you go. Is that once or for each of you?
once, but we need tax as well for the tax man here.
Oh, right, another 175.
You know, it's sort of like a waggle taxation.
Hands you one gold piece and 75 silver.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
So, what we're going to do is we're going to put you in the lift and we're just going to send you down.
Oh, sounds good. I believe that's called an elevator. Is that what you called it?
You mean the elator?
Oh no.
It certainly lifts my heart toward the heavens, which is apparently where Ollie's wife is, but not like in a dead way.
Oh, I should probably
Which is
mention,
good for Ollie and her.
whole tower's in lockdown. A bunch of lice have come, and they're trying to steal $645 million worth of unmarked spell scrolls.
The light?
Are these normal lice?
No, they're pretty big. About
Who told
man-sized.
you? Who told you they're lice?
Well, they've got 6 legs, they drink blood, and they're bugs, so I guess they're lice. Anyways,
Love.
Did you get a count of them? Like, is there 100, 1,000, maybe 2?
about a dozen. But I'm going to
Okay.
go back to hiding. Lovely meeting y'all. Thank you for the lovely letter. It really has filled me with several conflicting emotions.
Head down in the lift. We'll send you down, and it'll all work fine.
Also, they've got they've got a boss, but you know what? I'm sure you'll meet him at some time.
But before you go, can I ask why you didn't call the lift yourself?
Oh, I'm a coward, and I was hiding in the broom closet. Very
Too
honest.
cowardly to press the button?
Weird that this elevator opens up to a broom closet.
Oh,
That's unusual.
it doesn't.
bro.
I heard it moving, and then I decided
Oh,
to
there
stop
we
it.
go. Okay.
And I think I
Okay,
broke it in the
logical. Makes
process.
sense.
This-
You know, like on the way down, I think Jazzgar is just going to sort of like compliment and admonish him at the same time. It's like, I feel like you should be a little more outgoing in your life, but also I appreciate your candor
Oh, also
about where you are.
Elevator's broken now. Shouldn't have stopped it so violently. That's on me. Sorry. But you can use the air ducts. For some reason, they were built large enough to fit 5 whole people standing side by side.
Excellent.
Can I touch this guy and cast fly on him so that he can fly down and get out safely?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, he's given me 15 gold.
I can fly now.
You can fly now for
Not
up
forever.
to 10 minutes.
Ooh.
Whee! I mean, that's
I'm-
right down.
Bill.
Ah!
If you ever want to take a workshop with me, I can help improve your confidence.
No, I'd really appreciate that, mate.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk up after we deliver this letter.
Oh yeah, no, hey, here you go, and he hands you a small rock, crunchy pickle foot. I've got one too. We can talk to each other. It's called a Rocky Talkie.
Amazing technology.
Yeah. So if you need anything, just give me a ring.
Okay, great.
I'm going to stop doing this possibly offensive accent to Kate.
I thought that was a New Zealand accent. Why would Kate? You know, London and New Zealand are like opposite hemispheres, right?
I know I have not been off the continent. I don't know what's out there.
Okay, well, you were nowhere near London, so you're
No.
good. You're safe. But
Safe from
also-
me.
Then this is my completely indistinguishable Martia Bay accent. That's how we all sound. Goodbye. It's completely unique.
So as he drifts away, Handleton's gonna turn to the group and go,
At that size, I don't think we're talking about normal lice. These might be lycanthropes. So we just wait till the moon changes, and then they turn back into naked people.
We've got another $20 donation from Dog Trot and $100 from Indestructiboy. Fingers crossed for something that gives Saucefire immunity to exhaustion. Aw, thanks, Indestructiboy. I
Oh.
appreciate it. So let's give one uncommon magic item to one of our friends. Let's say Cat, Peleus. You have got... do you want a potion of fire breath?
I'm gonna say yes. I feel like this can only add to my
Or
constant fire spells already.
do you want gauntlets of ogre power? I'm gonna give you the option.
I kind of want the fire breath, but I feel like it fits my character more, and also I just want to be able to burp the alphabet. I can't do that. Sorry, burp the. Sorry, I meant burn everybody alive.
Right.
My mistake.
And before I roll this up, does anyone not have a magic item so far?
I don't think I have one.
All right, then Crunchy.
Oh, well, no, I have my Rocky Talkie.
That doesn't count.
Oh, that's only kind of magical.
It's only wonderful and magical. How about a deck of many things with 13 cards in it?
No. Sure.
There are
sure.
many things in it.
Oh, fun. It's like an adventure. It's like each one is a suggestion.
Yeah. Do you
I
pull it out immediately?
But we better hurry up before all these giant bugs get louse. Get louse.
You just hear over the Rocky Talkie. Also, watch out for the boss. Goodbye.
Thanks, Bill.
He's the head lice.
Because louse is another name for lice, you see, and the giant lice, but it also kind of sounds like loose. I know that the best comedy is the kind of comedy that you have to explain the punchline for, you see. And so that's why okay.
Gracie
I
Williams
found
has just
this
donated
most
$20.
helpful. Thank you, my crunchy friend.
And let's see. Oh, sorry. Gracie Williams has donated $20, resulting in a javelin of lightning for Handleton Beestinger.
The thing is, I can't use anything but the Sword of Vengeance, or the Sword of Vengeance will punish everyone.
A
So
javelin
maybe
of
give the
lightning
cool stuff to
for
other people.
Jaskar Gumanji. As you look over, much like Bill Clay the Golem has pointed out, there is a grate leading towards the air ducts, but unfortunately they are very dark. They're like covered in dust. Every now and then there are like screws and sharp things. These are not like the Jeffries tubes you're used to, Lieutenant Barker.
Yes, this is something that I'm not familiar with, but I wonder if I could reroute the secondary power conduit of my phaser to turn it into just like a really targeted flashlight to sort of lighten this place up?
You know what? You could. Quite easily, in fact. As you reroute the power, you lower it from the level 10, which I think can take out a wall. You switch that, so now it's just a flashlight.
Perfect.
Much more useful.
So I don't know why I had that thing on disintegrate. I should have kept it on flashlight. It's much safer.
It's much
carrying
more
that thing in my
useful as a
pocket.
flashlight.
Set your phasers
So
to sun.
Oh!
I wave my flashlight around.
Oh yeah, and there, a few rats scurry out of the way. You can see that while they are filthy, they are at least, for some reason, marked with navigation points.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So we can find our way back here.
Exactly.
These are like breadcrumbs that move around and make noises?
Exactly.
Okay. So I think we should proceed.
I think so. You said like the air ducts are full of like, screws and nails and sharp stuff.
I did.
Okay. Before we go in, I say, hey, everybody, what's something that is refreshing but also heals you? Cool aid. And I cast aid on everyone, giving you 5 temporary hit points.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So much nicer than what I was going to do. I was just going to set fire to the
You were
air
gonna
ducts.
melt it.
Yeah. Was that what everyone else was thinking?
Just set fire to the tower.
Leave.
Burn it down.
If she's dead, they can't be having domestic disputes anymore.
I
That's
think
not
so.
I'm not talking anymore. That was terrible.
Yeah, Handleton also has very good perception since he's got cat eyes and whatnot. So I could also walk in front and kind of like, when I see stuff like that, brush it to the side with my foot to try to.
Yeah, as you were
Would that be
leading them
helpful?
through Handleton and just kind of every now and then saying like, "Hey, dudes, watch out! There's a screw right there that'll spoil your good mood."
Somehow that's also very New Zealand in a way that vexes me. I don't know how you're doing that because I cannot do a New Zealand accent myself, and you are like breaking my brain.
Can you do a South African accent?
No,
Are you sure? 'Cause they're pretty
I've
much-
tried. It's bad. And I'm not gonna ruin your nice charity event by failing that hard right here.
No.
But yeah, so
I'm just gonna be like, whoa, there is a small puncturable object here. Let me tap it with my foot toward the side of the shaft.
and then but he's just gonna narrate this the whole way, and so everything like with in hopes that there's no way anybody could possibly miss one of them and step on it.
As you are kind of navigating your way through, you see below you, through the grates of one of these air ducts, this giant man-sized louse carrying a crossbow, and he approaches one of his friends and says, so, you know the plan, right? And he says, yes, you don't need to tell it to me. Good. And they both keep walking. And then they walk back and say, well, you know, just to be thorough, so we're going to steal the 645 million gold worth of unmarked spell scrolls. Yes. And we're going to keep all those people hostage until we do. They keep walking off. I'm glad we went over that. You know what? I am too.
Oh man.
Can I sneak up behind them? I understand that my sneak earlier went terribly, but
if you want to descend from the elevator or from the air duct, by all means, Peleus.
can I descend from the air duct and tap one of them on the shoulder and not fully get out of the air duct, just like duck my head down and try and whisper a suggestion in their ear?
Oh, yeah, if they had ears, but yeah, whatever they. No, I mean, yes.
They're hearing.
Tympanic
They're hearing.
membranes on a life. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
vibrate the air in their direction.
Yes, I'd like to suggest that the one that seems like the boss, the one that was explaining,
Mhm.
that he actually his shift, like their shift's meant to finish in about 5 minutes, so they should probably like start heading back to like just wherever they're having for a little bit of lunch. They should go and just sit there and not patrol anymore, and just go and sit down and have a bit of lunch.
All right, sounds good. Do they have to make some kind of
Wisdom saving throw.
See, I always want to call it a will check, but that's because I started on 3rd edition. Oh, okay. How does a 7 do?
7 fails, unfortunately, and he's going to follow the course of action to try to make sure that to the best of his or her ability.
You know what? I'm feeling a mite peckish. I think I'm going to go upstairs and eat one of the hostages. All right, have fun.
Everyone, I think delivering our letter just got a little more complicated. I hope she doesn't get eaten.
Oh, I'm going to eat the wife. You know, Ollie. Like, oh yeah, good luck. Johann's going to be really
We need
sad.
to stop.
Oh no.
Yeah. Handleton's gonna be like,
I think we need to.
Is Ollie Johann's wife? I've been saying Ollie's wife this whole time. What can't we learn when we ascend?
Listen, Handleton, you and I are going to have a conversation later about active listening, okay? But until then, I'm going to go attack that guy.
Oh yeah, no. Then roll me an attack. Unless do you want to go into initiative, or do you want to just try to do this one off and clonk him on the head?
I'd like to try to clonk him on the head because I don't want Ollie to be eaten.
Yeah, clonk away.
Okay, I will. Crunchy pulls out what's number stat wise is a warhammer, but looks surprisingly like a megaphone on a stick because it's also his microphone. And let's see here. How do you feel about a? Oh no, never mind. A 24.
Oh, a 24 is very good.
Okay.
It's very bad for me. Very good for you.
Yes.
Yes, you crack this louse over the head, and it is a spray of hemolymph. Just, I think that's what it's called.
I've never
Lieutenant
heard
Barker,
that word.
you're in the science division.
Yeah, it's some hemoglobin particulates.
It's I guarantee you've broken so many facets of the Prime Direction. The louse just kind of crumples down, and you hear on
Did you murder him?
walkie-talkie, and you just hear, Bill, does anyone see where Bill went? And the static just kind of. And there's a few moments before he goes, surely you do not expect to go any further. We know that you are in our scurrying around our air ducts like vermin.
I think he's talking to us.
I'm talking to you, Crunchy Picklefoot. On your rocky talkie. It's on your belt, I think.
Oh, right.
Maybe in your
My
pocket.
walkie-talkie.
There we go. My name is
Oh.
Hans Graber, and what you are doing is very inconvenient to my plans to steal $645 million worth of unmarked spell scrolls.
Huh.
So I
His
asked
life's
that,
hard.
yeah.
All I can say is we just wanted to deliver a letter, and then we were going to go hang out and like paint our t-shirts different color. Though it might be difficult. Some might say it's hard to die.
I have no idea of what you are talking about.
Okay, no, that's
Yes,
okay.
yes, no. This is a Christmas-themed adventure. No,
I got a boo in the chat.
you got quite a few.
Oh, they're rolling in now. There's a time delay on that, so you can see when the joke is landing as the boo's rolling.
Boo me! I love it.
Hey, y'all! If you're really upset, you can spend $10 and give Jack disadvantage on like every roll he has to make for the rest of the game. Just throw that out there. Hands grabber says, I do not understand your reference, but if you continue to be a thorn in my side, I will have to take care of you. Don't ask why I sound like Colonel Clink. This is the only accent I can do.
What did you do with Bill?
You fool. I am Bill.
Bill didn't sound like this.
Crunchy is not the smartest guy.
Oh, no. Bill had a flawless British accent. Absolutely
that's not true.
flawless. No, I took years at Juilliard just to master that accent. And anyone from the UK would tell you.
Oh, okay. Hey, guy, everyone. I think Bill was not Bill, and now I got the boss on the phone, and the boss says he's Bill. Can you hear?
Notorious criminal Bill.
How long has it been since I cast Fly? Can I just actively stop concentrating right this second if it is still running? I hope he falls like 2 foot and sprains his ankle.
Yeah, no, that was you know that sense of falling? You know, just when you tip too far back? Yes, I had that for like 60 seconds.
So you give up?
A minute?
No, I think I will just kill Johann's wife.
Not Ollie.
Not Ollie. Yes, Ollie.
We gotta deliver a letter to her.
Oh, well, it'd be difficult to do that when she's dead. Goodbye.
Oh, crud.
Are
We
we
have a
able to just
geologist
ask him? Oh, go ahead.
Is anyone here a geologist? Could we trace the rock somehow?
You guys, the
I mean,
rocket
I could.
inside the tower.
Is that something Lieutenant Barker's like tricorder could do? I don't know if we're great.
Yeah, I was thinking I might be able to scan it with my tricorder and see maybe we get a location on the other end of that energy signal.
All right, that is a nature check. If you
Here's my rock. My rocky
also
talkie.
natural, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
So I should roll d20?
Yes, and add your wisdom and proficiency bonus if you have it.
Okay.
Suspenseful.
I know. And if the
That was not a very good roll. That was 8.
If the roll was didn't somebody give Lieutenant Barker an advantage?
I recall that. Yeah.
I recall that.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
roll the d20 again.
Right, and then take the higher.
Just hope you
roll
don't get a
again.
1.
Just keep rolling until you get a good.
It's a 4 this time.
Okay.
Are you
So
sure
it
you rolled
is-
that correctly? I'm not sure if you rolled that correctly. That must have been cocked or something.
You can't. Given your tricorder is having some issues, kind of putting into scientific notation how magic works. It's kind of a cause and effect thing, and when there's cause with no, or effect with no cause, things get wacky. But you have a good sense that the Rocky Talkie is coming from above.
In this tower
Above you.
that goes straight up.
In this tower that goes straight up to the heavens.
Oh, that just makes sense.
Okay, so we didn't miss it on that 5-story elevator ride we took.
Oh yeah.
He's above us.
There's only like maybe 2 or 3 more stories. 2 or 3 more vertical
I'm a
lines.
valued part of this team. Perfect. So it's above us, everyone. We know that.
And you hear from one floor above you. I told them my name was Bill. What a bunch of jerks.
What's this building made of?
Marble.
Okay.
And you said my phaser could destroy a wall on maximum setting.
Yes.
The power of 10 flashlights.
With the power of many flashlights. At least 10.
So I feel like it would be, using my scientific mind, I feel like it'd be dangerous to just shoot willy-nilly because we bring the tower down ourselves. But if we could narrow down, we could shoot a hole and then have access to the floor above us.
Do the air ducts have like an above?
They do.
Because I should be able to see that if there's like a vertical.
There is a vertical element to the air ducts.
I just kind of go, what about up?
You know what? He paused. That's a good question. What about up?
I wish I had a tiny house with balloons. Like that would have been, but I'm looking around, nothing like that here.
Jazzguard. What is Jazzguard doing at this moment?
So we're still in the air duct, right?
I think everyone but Crunchy.
Okay.
Crunchy is standing over the crumpled remains of what once was a caring feeling giant louse.
I mean, are there stairs in the room?
Yes.
Like in that Crunchy's in?
There's a flight of stairs.
So we could just go up the stairs if we wanted, right?
Ooh, Peepler says just donate $29, 1 chaos roll, and 1 advantage to a player of Sauce's choosing. Well, I am terrible at choosing, but I'm going to let dice do it. Peleus, you have just gained an advantage. And if you could also... I'm going to make you pick somebody, because you've already rolled on the table of chaos. It made you psychic. I'm going to make you choose somebody.
It's got to be Jazzgar.
Jazzgar? Okay, Jazzgar, if you could roll me a D percentile.
All right.
I'm trying to get in his good books.
23.
Okay, 23. Okay. Okay, there is kind of a flash of insight you get. And it is that the next person you see is your president or bodyguard, or not president or liege lord or prime minister. You are their bodyguard. And you have to keep them safe from harm no matter what.
Oh, geez.
Preferably in the most dramatic fashion possible.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? Blame the children in hospitals that we are currently helping.
Yeah, that's not a good look. I won't be doing that. Yeah.
Damn you! As you, no, that's a fun. That is a.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, the next creature you can touch can burst into flames. That's another choice.
No.
Yeah, your choice.
I mean, the spontaneous combustion seems really fun. So.
Yeah, your hands just start burning. The flesh starts eating away at them, maybe exposing some bone, but nothing in a way that hurts. It feels nice and warm, like you're wearing a cozy pair of mittens.
Oh my god!
Aren't we really close to each other inside this air duct?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna slide down. I'm gonna be like, oh, gotta go. I'm gonna like slide down the air duct so I can get away from people.
Let's not put the us in combust.
And then like when I get down there, like hands aflame, I'll be like, Crunchy, this is not an improv game. Stay away from me for right now. Right?
Okay.
Like back off.
Stay away from you. I get it. And I'm like mirroring your movements, like, oh, what a fun movement exercise. Oh, I'll get a little closer. Now you guys stay away from me.
Sorry, just one second. Okay. Jazzgar, your hands now aflame. How do you proceed next? After getting a safe distance.
Yeah, keeping a 6 feet of separation. I'm socially distancing right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I guess this I have to find like I feel like I know I can like transfer this somehow. So now I'm just like looking for some particularly mouthy lice to talk to. So I want to like start going up the stairs.
Oh yeah, as you go up the stairs, you see a couple of lice. They're just easy breezy. They're shooting it, and they go, oh, look at that guy with the flaming hands. That's kind of weird as you go up the spiral staircase or up the staircase. And they point a crossbow at you. Guess you should get with the rest of the hostages.
Yeah, sure. I just sort of like have my hands like up, like okay. And then
this is really easy. We're good at this.
And then like when I get by, like I'm assuming like they're like guarding the door kind of there, so like I have to walk by them to get in at some point. Oh, I'm just like, no, you're actually really bad at this, as I like put my hands on their shoulders.
There is they go up almost immediately as if they were made of dry straw. They burst into this green flame. One of them goes just teetering over one of the handle guardrails, hitting a few stairs on the way down. The other one just kind of tries to run downstairs towards the closest eye wash station, but instead just kind of trips. Peleus, as you are you still in the vent right now, or have you all descended?
I think after I saw like other people head out of the vent, I feel like I'd follow them.
Okay. And as you almost as you exit and go into the stairwell, you see these inflamed lice just kind of fall at your feet.
Oh, fantastic! They're singed. I'm assuming. Are they still like embering, or are they kind of like burnt to a crisp, or are they just singed?
You know what? They are cooked, much like a shrimp. Probably.
Eat it.
No, don't eat it.
fried lice.
Yeah, deep fried.
Can I find an egg? No, I'm not gonna finish that joke. Can I cast Ray of Frost on them, please?
Yeah, sure. It is like using a fire extinguisher.
That's my plan. And like, so they've just been cooked really hot, and then they've been cooled quite a lot.
Yeah, they're starting to crack, and they're getting that thermoclastic shock.
Fantastic.
Oh.
Can I try and see, like, I'm assuming that I probably have a bag of some kind.
Yeah, it's where you keep your rugs.
Yeah, exactly. I'd like to put their kind of like crispy bodies in the bag and kind of like give it a little whack with. I might have to ask Jazzgar to borrow his hammer, but give it a little whack to make like a nice little ashy pile for later.
It is. You have a nice bag of ash.
Fantastic.
I am terrified at what might happen, and you're going to be terrified at what might happen, because we're going to be going for our 10-minute break. Don't go anywhere unless it's to grab a drink, grab a friend, grab a snack, stretch your legs. And we'll be back in 10 minutes with more Mercy Road 3, the Yuletree Caper. Boy, everyone say goodbye, but don't say anything terrible, because we're still on mic. Okay.
I guess I really don't know what Christmas is all about. Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about? I can tell you what Christmas is all about.
Chestnut roasting, Jack Frost nipping at your nose. So I'm offering this simple phrase. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. Chestnut roasting, Jack Frost nipping at your nose. So I'm offering this simple phrase. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
I can tell you what Christmas is all about.
Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas.
That's what Christmas is all about.
They hear me. Oh no, they can hear you. And oh no, we're
So
back.
we
Oh
can't.
no.
We can swear now.
We're back once again.
Yeah. Well, you can go back to saying all the swear words you couldn't before.
Right, because we were not allowed to say swears during the half.
Right.
That would be unprofessional.
That's how D&D works.
that's what
It's in the player's handbook. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. If you have just shown up here, if you've wandered out of the cold, this is Mercy Road 3, the Yuletree Caper. We are raising money for Child's Play charity. Child's Play provides toys and games for children in hospitals and domestic violence shelters. But before we get right back into the action, why don't we do another prize draw while I remember to do it? So 1 second, let me just get it started. To join in on the giveaway, and this one is for a Call of the Wild gift key, an Elderwood gift card worth $25, and a Dwarven Forge gift card worth $100. You could be the winner.
Damn.
You just
I
need
want
to
this.
type. I mean, I think you can enter. I'm not going to stop.
I was gonna say I don't know if we're eligible the way contest laws work.
I feel like I shouldn't. Like,
Yeah, I'm not gonna enter.
I've got a salaried job and I can go and buy all these things myself.
Or you could win them for free. Just like you could win them for free. I'm not talking to Kat directly, but I'm talking to you, the viewer. We are going to be starting. Type exclamation point gimme, all lowercase. Elliot, you might want to type that again, because I don't think it got you. But yeah, while that counts down, when we last left our heroes, they had just been betrayed by their dear friend, Bill the Clay Golem. None of them saw it coming. It was completely out of left field.
I didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
Like, not just
I
in
didn't
character. My
either.
character's dumb, but I didn't see that coming either.
No, it was.
I genuinely was like, I really hope that this guy gets home safely.
Gets home to his
And then he
little
goes and
life.
betrays me. He's dead. He will perish from my hand or somebody else's hand here. And I will laugh at him for it.
The sword is just like vengeance.
Vengeance, you
Vengeance time, sword. Vengeance time.
Not
Bill's
long-
name might as well.
Was that an origin story for me?
Because we were all in Rick, man. You know.
Crunchy, this might be especially painful for you, because as you go past the two flaming corpses of the Lice Guard, you find the pamphlet that you handed Bill the Clay Golem crumpled up and on the floor.
Oh no.
He had problems with public speaking. I could have given him the tools to help. Oh.
Aww. And Lieutenant Barker, you find the Federation code just torn to pieces.
This is, Starfleet teaches us to not get emotionally involved. And so I'm going to not take this personally.
You're going to take it in stride.
I'm going to take it in stride.
They've insulted my literal god. I think punishment is in order. Life, I don't say yes and. I say no.
No.
Their life.
But.
No. Ellipses. As you are kind of lamenting the loss of this pamphlet, Crunchy, you look up and see a bunch of bound and tied hostages. They're just like, there is a genasi there, an earth genasi, it's stony skin, hair that kind of looks like flowing rubble, making that the comparison to a mountainside maybe a little more accurate. And she just kind of nods her head. There's a sock stuffed in her mouth. Her hands are bound, just like all the other hostages.
Oh sure, yeah. If I have like a little knife with me, I'll definitely cut her binds.
Knife? That doesn't make sense. No, yeah, you have a little knife and just
a tiny little pocket knife.
Hold on, it's gonna take a while.
If he doesn't have a little pocket knife, I will throw him a little pocket knife. Like I've got two in my
I've got a
inventory.
phaser.
I've got claws. I'm just like walking down the line as they hold up their wrists and you go,
Here you
I feel
go.
like we can all
Enjoy
start
liberation.
messaging.
Wait.
I think
sorry, I just realized, like, are we sure these are all hostages? Could one of them be the head lice, as we were
Are
saying?
any of them lice?
Oh yeah, one is
Yeah.
last. It's just like, yeah, you got me. You got me.
Can we? Is there a chair nearby?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Can we re-tie him to the chair?
You could. I don't know how you did it.
I know it's really difficult.
You have all of his arms tied behind his back.
Does anyone have proficiency in calligraphy? I want to write something on his shirt.
Oh.
Is calligraphy not deception of the brush?
I could give a deception roll.
You know what? I'm going to allow it.
Okay, great. I've got advantage on this, so let's see. Okay, the first one was a 19.
Yeah.
So let's see what. Using my advantage
Might
though,
be a
anyway,
20.
just in case. Nope. Okay, so that's a 26 on that deception calligraphy roll.
Oh, you're not really deceiving the brush. You're more deceiving people around you that you know calligraphy. So your deception is so accurate, though. You actually managed to do calligraphy somehow.
Yes.
Illiterate.
So
You write
convincing.
on the front of him, ho, 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 you're stunned now.
I'm very intuitive.
What? I'm not stunned. What are you talking?
You're stunned to the chair because guns don't exist, so I can't say ho ho ho. I've got a gun now.
Oh, I mean,
No, say ho ho ho. I have a potion of fire breathing now.
wait, what?
Oh, there we go. Boom.
And he's, okay, I will make sure my boss gets me this message. And he just, okay, goodbye.
Yeah, take your time. Take your time.
Oh gosh, going the wrong way. Tips over.
Perfect.
As as you free the hostages, they just say, the boss is he's gone to the roof. He's demanding a hippogriff.
Should we deliver the letter? Our primary quest?
Letter? What are you talking about?
Ollie.
Yes, that's me. I'm the one you're currently talking to.
Oh, that's right.
Ollie Janesi.
All right, Ollie. We were sent here on a very bold and brave hero's quest to deliver this letter from your husband, who apparently isn't the greatest husband.
Oh,
also,
no.
Your strange,
He's completely
your strange husband met
ineloquent.
us in traffic.
yeah. So here's your letter. It's from your husband. He seems like a nice guy.
Oh yes, Johann of Clane. He's and she reads the letter and is just like, he compares me to a lovely pile of slate. This is the most touching thing I've ever read. And a little pebble falls out of her eye. And
We understand that you took a job at this tower
Yes.
because you wanted to, like move up in the world of wizardry or whatever happens at this tower. But he loves you. He just has a hard time saying it sometimes.
Yes, this is the tower of the Naga Tomi.
You son of a.
Oh
Can we kick Sauce? Is this possible? Thank you so much for the stream today, everybody. We had a lovely.
Oh man. Okay.
I don't
You
know why
got us.
that yielded such a strange reaction.
There.
It has been a most unusual day.
But you have to be wary. Hans Grabber is the most perfidious villain that Martia Bay has ever seen.
Oh.
And why is that?
Well, he's no ordinary monster. He's a behandler.
Go on.
He's literally made of hands.
A normal amount of hands, or like an exceptional amount of hands?
What would you consider
it
an
two
exceptional
hands?
amount of hands?
That's a great question.
Have you seen?
If I walk into a holodeck and there's like 80 hands, that's an exceptional amount. But if there's 2 hands, that's par for the course.
He has between 2 and 80 hands.
Whoa.
Okay.
So like 3. Wow.
Yeah,
All right.
He's exceptionally handsome.
Would you say handsome? I see it. Would you say that he's vulnerable to his hands being enlarged or shrunken? Would that cause him to
I
be
imagine
weaker
he would
if his
hate
hands
that.
got small? Good to know. Thank you.
Or you know, he might enjoy it immensely. I don't know him that well. My interaction with him has been
up.
my interaction with him has been limited to being taken hostage.
Is he vulnerable to phasers? Off the top of your head, would you know?
Well, I don't know what a phaser is, but I imagine so.
It's one of these. It's a discrete light beam.
Some
It's
sort
between a phase and a phasest.
It's a phaser.
Yeah.
She will take and examine the phaser, unless you.
Okay.
Yeah. She says,
No, please. I'll gladly hand this weapon over to someone I just met.
Some sort of wand that casts a radiant beam. Yes, I imagine he would be vulnerable to those. If you pardon my
Thank you.
strange phrasing.
It's intuitive. I appreciate it.
And
Live long and prosper.
You as well.
All right. Well, let's go to hands grabber and nail him.
Before
Hey.
we've been told he's on the roof, right?
Yes.
Is there a way up to the roof from this floor that we can see?
You look over and see Cartography Weasel. A little picture of him has been posted with his hand pointing towards a ladder.
Fantastic. Before we go upstairs, I'd like to cast Disguise Self on myself as the to make myself look like the guy that we tied up.
Oh, the guy who's currently kind of sideways on the floor, trying to.
Yes. Like, I know he's a louse, but I'm just hoping. It says, yeah, I feel like it's close enough to humanoid-ish.
Yeah, they're humanoid in proportion.
Fantastic. I just feel like this might be a useful thing in future, just to wander up and be like, hi, yeah, I got some prisoners, and then potentially means we can get closer to him before we punch him in the face. And yeah.
No, it's a solid plan. I see no flaws.
I understand it's not a particularly funny plan, but it's a plan.
No, it's a
and
plan.
I'm gonna go with it.
I appreciate a good plan.
I mean, if you want to make it funnier, I can take my belt off and then like tie my hands with it, and then my robe is slipping. Oh no!
Oh no!
Like, now we got a whole thing.
All right.
That sounds good.
Hamilton's pants fall down.
Womp womp.
It might be difficult for Hamilton's got the nimbleness of a tabaxi. He should be able to clamber up that ladder.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I've got probably like way too many belts. Like there's just fabric wrapped everywhere. It's silly. He's not a good dresser, so he's just going all out.
I disagree. If your costume is anything to go by, Hamilton is looking pristine.
Oh, thank you.
You hear more Germanic laughter coming from upstairs.
That kind of sounds Swedish.
I was born on the border.
I feel like what makes sense is potentially for us to all head up the ladder and see if we can find something, anything.
Yeah, and so you're gonna go up first to be
I'll go
no,
up
he caught
first.
me, or I caught him.
I'll go up first and be like, hi, I got some more prisoners.
Yeah.
The Greg told me I needed to bring them up to the roof.
The clay golem kind of turns on his heel and nods his head and says, "Oh, prisoners, eh? Let's see how many you've got. Is that Greg is such a jokester? What was that joke he was telling?
Oh, it was the one about how two goblins walk into a bar, and the rest of it, to be quite honest, I didn't know because I can't remember.
Wait
It wasn't
a
very
minute.
funny. Two goblins walk into a bar.
Greg would never tell a joke about goblins. His wife is a goblin. And he kind of appraises.
That's why he thinks it's okay to make a joke about it.
That's totally...
It's one that's not particularly acceptable for me to make a joke about, but it's one that he is like, oh yeah, but I'm married to a goblin. I've got a goblin friend. Don't you know?
I feel like we're going to be going into a conversation that might not be appropriate for a comedy show.
Yeah. While she is. While you are distracting the golem, like can I like sneak around and try to like maybe get behind the golem or like
yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, so like I'm gonna try to use your like nuanced discussion about like what jokes are acceptable to distract Hans Grabber and try to get around behind him.
All right, roll me a stealth check.
I would love to roll you a stealth check. I don't have very good stealth, but I'd still like to roll you that check. How do you feel? Ooh, how do you feel about a 19?
I feel good about a 19. You managed to sneak right around him as this ineloquent discussion goes on. And Hans Grabber just says, no, you know what? Let's not talk about this. Anyway, how is Greg doing? Is he still on keto?
Yeah.
DL Krauser just donated $100.
Is it to shut me up?
It
should
it's
be.
to stop us. Let's see. Who wants a legendary weapon? Who doesn't have a legendary weapon or item? Joe Hills, are you raising your hand?
I was gonna say, does a curse count as legendary? But also,
Yeah.
my other sword will kill us if I use a different weapon. So
It doesn't
no.
have to be a weapon. It can be an item. Let's find out.
I have a javelin of lightning and a sentinel shield, so I think I am kind of full.
No,
I've got a phaser from the future, so I'm in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
All right. Well, just between the five of you, because this was fun the last time, a wish ring, a ring of 3 wishes, plops down between the 5 of you. Well, 6 of you if you count Hans Grabber.
Oh.
A ring of 3 wishes.
Yeah.
Can I grab it?
You can try.
I'd like to see maybe a dexterity check to grab it.
Is anyone else going to try to contest this?
What I would like to do is I was gonna try and cast color spray, like to dazzle Hans while she does this. Because I really don't want him contesting that check.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, and also when he brings up the keto, that like Jazzguard just kind of like springs into like rage, just like I hate fat diets, right? And like Cat Sage like whipped out. Jazzguard had like a really bad time on keto.
Oh no.
No, like he can't go without carbs. So I'm going to like rage. I'm going to get ready to charge, like do all this stuff, but I'm like weapon out, getting ready to like rage and charge.
All right. Then unless someone stops Peleus, you have a ring of 3 wishes. Use them wisely.
My first wish.
Yeah.
My first wish is for a plate of like some nice cheesy chips for Jazzguard, because I feel like otherwise he might get a bit hangry. I don't think I have to make all 3 wishes now, but I really want to.
Yeah, I mean, by all means.
I feel like I'd really like my second wish to be that there is glass on the floor behind Hans. And I'd really like my third wish to be a book of Diehard quotes. Just presented to me out of the air.
Yeah, it just pops in your hands. There is the one that is kind of underlined that has been reserved for you. The one we all know. But Hans Grabber is kind of shocked as Jazzgar rushes him. And let's all roll for initiative. Jazzgar, because of your I'm going to guess surprising attack, I'm going to give you advantage on this.
Okay.
Oops.
15.
15.
18 here.
23.
Ooh.
Nice.
Dang.
Got a good one.
Another 18 for me.
Okay.
And 17 for me.
We're doing great today, lads.
Handleton also got 18. Jaskar, what was yours?
15.
15. Okay. And I'm hitting the mic. That's it. And Crunchy got 17, right?
Yeah.
Captain Crunch 17, 15. All right. I posted that in our chat. That look right to everybody? Okay. I'll roll for Mr. Hands Grabber.
Yes.
Oh, nice. All right. Hands Grabber will be going between Crunchy and Jazzgar.
Okay.
All right. Lieutenant Barker. Set your phasers to fun. Or disintegrate, whichever. Before you do anything,
I see.
can you roll me
Yes.
a quick insight check if you could?
Sure. That's a 20?
Okay.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I'm confirming I should be rolling a 20.
Yes, sir.
A d20. What I rolled was a 5.
Okay. Is that plus anything? Hopefully.
What category gets plus on?
It should be wisdom, and if you are proficient in it.
Okay, yes. So turn that into a 7.
Okay.
Baby.
Can I gift him my advantage? Because I've still got an advantage sitting there, and I feel like Lieutenant Barker needs it more than I do right now.
By all means.
I am gifting you my advantage. Please roll again.
All right, let me roll again. That's an 8.
Damn it, Ryan.
Damn it, Jim. So what does that mean for me?
Not a D&D player. All right. You see the hippogriff in the distance, but you have never seen a real-life hippogriff before, so I imagine you're just kind of enchanted by it. Not in any kind of magical sense, but just, wow.
And what is a hippogriff?
Good question. I believe it has, there's a lion somewhere in there. I should have written this down.
The head of a lion, wings of a bird, and the tail of a snake. Is that it?
Did you just know that?
I think it's
So
called
like a grab
horse
bag?
butt.
Horse
It's got
butt.
a horse butt.
Yeah, horse butt,
Got a horse
eagle
butt.
front, and then little flippy wings.
Sorry, horse butt, eagle thumbs and wings?
Eagle thumbs and wings, and eagle head.
Eagles have thumbs?
Like Harry pets one in Harry Potter. Remember, like the horse bird?
Yeah, here.
I'm from the future.
Oh, that's right.
Horse bird. Horse bird.
The horse bird.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a horse. Why did you say horse bird? Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
so it's a horse bird.
It's a horse bird.
Okay,
Horse bird.
so I'm enchanted by this charismatic. It's awakening something in me I didn't know I had
You've always
as I
wanted
look on
one.
this horse bird.
But
Right.
you also can probably suss out just from looking at it. Were it reduced in size, it would probably not be able to carry a person.
Yes. Can I first do I have the time to like scan it with my tricorder to make sure that it is what I think it is?
Yeah, by all means.
All right. So I scan it with my tricorder, and I'm assuming it is what I think it is.
Yeah, no, your
A horse
hippogriff
bird?
speeder is just. Yeah.
Hippogriff, yeah. Okay, because I was like, I don't believe my eyes, but I'll believe my tricorder, and my tricorder is saying your hippogriff
Yeah,
meter
100%
is off the
hippogriff.
charts.
It's circling the horse
then
butt,
yeah.
the bird thumbs.
Yep. Given that it's not a hologram, and I do have this shrinking potion, I would like to try to chuck my shrinking potion at this hippogriff coming over the mountains.
All right. Roll a ranged attack. So that's a D20 plus your dexterity, plus your proficiency.
Okay.
bonus.
Dexterity 2. All right. Oh my god. Okay. 8.
Is that plus anything?
That is with the pluses.
All right, you just see the potion just kind of
Yikes,
sail
man.
over it.
So did I shrink something? Did I shrink
in the
maybe like
distance, a plowman is toiling in his field, and his son comes over and he says, "Papa, I just want you to know something." And he wipes the sweat off his brow and yes, what is it, son? And before the son can answer, there is and the child is now this big.
Papa, I love my current size. Okay, so I think that's for how many hours I roll, right? So he's like that for 2 hours.
Okay, so it's not
but he'll get better.
He'll get better.
He'll get better in the next round. The next group, there'll be a small boy who becomes a slightly larger boy later on.
Is this what
so
puberty
I haven't
is,
been
Papa?
a great use here. Reverse puberty myself, Papa. But I feel like this has been a great distraction for Hans Grabber as he sees me throw something over his shoulder to a plowboy. Perhaps he's distracted. Perhaps I am a valued member of this team.
I will say your distraction is probably enough to give the next person advantage should they attack. Peleus.
You're welcome.
Take it away.
Is it me next?
Yes. It was either you or Handleton, and I chose you first. Clearly because I prefer you.
I'm assuming that you're doing it so that I can try and attack, so I can fire breathe at people before.
Yeah, I think I just wrote
else.
down your name first.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm gonna grab my fire breath potion from my pocket and chug it, and then breathe fire at the guy in front of me.
Oh.
He is going to be a nice singed bit, hopefully, unless he dodges it, in which case he's only get a little bit singed.
Okay, as you quaff the potion, it tastes pleasantly of mint. Before it starts to kind of take on a more napalmy taste. Everyone knows what that tastes like.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm a tiefling. Of course I know what napalm tastes like.
Exactly. Okay. I rolled a 6.
That fails. So please take...
A lot of rolls.
Yeah, it's 4d4. It's 4d6s. I'm sad I don't have any fireball casts left, because otherwise that'd be 8d6s. 17.
Okay.
And he's toasty.
Hans Grabber kind of falls back at this little clay golem, and much like a clay pot put in the kiln, he has now been kind of fire roasted. He's far more brittle than he was before.
Is the term.
Can I yell "Welcome to the party, pal" after this point?
Is
that an acceptable point? I know it's not to the right person, but it's the only quote now.
Oh, LB Hackemup just donated $50 with Let's Go Team. Thank you very much. And that is I believe a very rare magic item for 1, 2, 3. Lieutenant Barker. You get
Sweet.
a ring of shooting stars. I imagine it looks like when you go
Nice.
into warp speed and all the stars just kind of trail behind on either side. Yeah.
Yep. Got it. I put it on and I look great.
Yeah, no, it fits right on your finger. All right. Next up is Handleton.
Okay, I know I said I was going to cast color spray to help Cat grab the ring there, but like now that we're actually in combat, do I have to stick to that, or can we assume that I did that already?
You can do whatever you want.
Honestly, I'm looking at this hippogriff approaching, and that's no good. So one thing I know about hippogriffs from all my animal handling,
Hippogriffs have a hard time flying through any sort of weather inclemental.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to raise my belt loosely wrapped around my hands, and I'm going to yell,
"The only bonds that truly bind us are the ones we place on ourselves, or not."
And then I'm going to do some sorcerer stuff, and I'm going to cast Sleet Storm around Hans, which is a freezing rain and sleet cylinder 20 feet tall, 40-foot radius. I'm basically trying to cover all the parts of the roof that we're not on to give this hippogriff nowhere to land. The ground in the area is covered with a slick ice, making it difficult terrain. Any creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there must make a dexterity saving throw. Otherwise, it falls on the ice. And you can do like a little comedy waka noise there if you want. You're the DM. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, so you can't maintain a concentration spell in here either if you start a turn in the spell. I don't think it does any direct damage, but I feel like it should at least stop Hans from escaping.
Oh, yeah. You can tell it's also disorienting the hippogriff as it's kind of swirling around. As Hans was already knocked flat on his back from the Peleus's flame breath, but as he tries to get up, you can see that he's like stumbling over, falling over, and as he does, with each stumble, a bit more of the clay kind of gets broken off.
So you're saying he falls down?
It is embarrassing. Oh. How embarrassing! Where's that sound coming from? I thought this would have been a non-diegetic sound.
I love it.
Can
As far as I'm
he
concerned,
get
I
to his
end my
feet
turn.
again?
Okay, that was the end of your turn. What did you say something, Ryan?
Oh, I was just wondering if he could get back to his feet again at some point and then fall again so we could go there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready. Anytime you are.
Oh, I'm going to try to get up again. Oh, oh gosh. No one look at me. Avert your eyes. And on that note, Crunchy, take it away.
Well, and I suppose I specifically said I was going to sneak up behind him, so I guess I am also starting my turn in this blizzard.
Yes.
So I need a dexterity saving throw?
If you would be so kind.
I would be. How do we feel about a 6? A 6.
I don't think that beats Joe's DC.
I'm sorry. Yeah. No, it says the save is a 15.
Yeah.
I didn't see you. You were too stealthy.
I fall. I'm not prone.
I believe so. Yes. I think it only takes half your movement to get back up, though.
Yeah. So I'm gonna spend half my movement to stand up, and then what I'm going to do is say, "All right, hands, this is gonna get started, but first," and I pull out the deck of many things. I need a suggestion. And I pull out a card of the deck of many things.
Oh boy.
Because we're playing with fire here, baby. I got a thing.
Yeah.
I got to use it.
All right. Let's see what happens. Can you roll? I believe it's one of 13 cards.
Okay.
Anyone have a deck of? I think I have a deck of cards somewhere. 1 second.
They're gonna be.
I know an easy way to do this.
Okay. Or do you just need me to roll like a D13?
Yeah, sure. If you happen to have a D13 handy, that would be fantastic.
They have a deck of many things.
Yeah,
generator here. Too.
Surely they do.
Sure, they do, right?
They do.
I have an online roller. You'd think.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Just put something in the chat.
13. Okay. I rolled 1D13, and I got a 13.
Okay.
On my online dice roller, where I can just say 1D whatever.
Okay.
Right? Is that
this is actually not terrible. You gain 10,000 XP.
Oh, full.
Or you can draw 2 additional cards beyond your declared draws. I guess you can. You know what? Let's just say you level up to level 10.
Okay.
If you want to quickly, if you're on D&D Beyond, and it's never been easier, but
right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I will do. I'm not on D&D Beyond, but I can level up within my system. So oh geez. All right. Sure. So yeah, that's my turn.
That's your turn.
And so I feel like the power
The
of
rush.
like my comedy god like rushing through me going,
Love is just empowering you.
My suggestion, I started the scene in the middle of the action.
yeah, all right.
As you are leveling up, just you see that the clay golem starts to break apart, and you just see a single arm kind of reach out from somewhere in the torso to just sort of right itself, followed by another arm, followed by yet another arm, just kind of pulling itself out, kind of cracking this thing open, like an egg almost. And Crunchy, Handleton, Jasgar, Peleus, you're probably all familiar with a beholder. Many eyes with a central eye. Lieutenant Barker, I think this would be wild regardless of what it was. This is a behandler. So in lieu of eyes, it simply has arms. It is basically a large circular meatball-esque spherical object just loaded with arms, just kind of dangling every which way. And Hands Grabber kind of extricates himself from this clay golem. And Crunchy, since you are in the middle of leveling up and probably the easiest and closest target, it is going to attack you with many of its hands, rapidly trying to slap you.
Okay.
So 2 attacks.
The area is heavily obscured.
Okay.
So that might help.
I will say that he has disadvantage, which is good for Crunchy, because one of these was a nat 20. No, that's 2 5s. Crunchy, you're able to kind of slap back at the behandler as the two of you are just doing that. Stop that.
Absolutely.
Let me slap you. Jasgar, you are up.
Okay. I've got taxation out. I've raged. I am going to. I'm assuming I can like run at least 10 feet in a straight line at him.
Yeah. I think if you move carefully through the storm, that kind of negates difficult terrain. If you use half of your speed to go through it, I'd have to double check that, but I'm too lazy. So I'll just say, yeah, you can do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I will use a dash action, and then I get a bonus melee attack for the charger. And please roll well. Not well. 10 total.
Okay, that is not good enough to get through the behandler's thick hand hide. As your taxation comes overhead, one of the hands just kind of grabs onto the haft of your weapon, just kind of stopping it mid-swing. And you just hear the behandler say, "I put all of my money in a tax haven. What are you going to do about it?"
Now, with the dash action, can I normally attack after that? I forget
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, cool. All right, so I got a free attack with the charger.
Oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
So when charger gives me a free attack, and then when I'm in range, I can just make my normal attacks.
Yeah, attack away.
Okay. All right, cool. So I've got extra attacks, so I'm going to make 2 attacks. I'm going to like pull taxation free, like give me that. And we're going to try, please roll better than you did before. A 4, boo, and which is the 9, and 24.
24
So
is
that one will
more
hit.
than enough.
Okay. So then damage. Raging, I've got a +2. +2, so rolling a d12. And a nat 1. So a measly 5 points of damage.
Okay, taxation comes down, but as it just as you are making your keen blow, it seems to just kind of grace off the side of Hans Grabber, as if it is incredibly difficult to tax the rich.
Always.
Oh, all right, and we are back up to Lieutenant Barker.
Yes. So I, while this was happening, have pulled out my tricorder and used it to scan the ring of shooting stars I got.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I've determined that this is an energy weapon, and I am familiar with how to use energy weapons. So what I would like to do is phaser in the left hand, my dominant hand, ring of shooting stars in the other, fire both at once at the handler.
By all means.
What do I do? How do I do that?
Are you using D&D Beyond or just a character sheet?
D&D Beyond, yes.
If you look on the first page, there should be your bonus to attack in actions. Let me get my own D&D Beyond up just so I can... it should be a number, and if you click the number, it will roll dice for you.
On the first page, on the character, I have the character sheet open.
Yep, character sheet. Let me just soft shoe for.
Oh, actions.
Yeah, actions. It should be attack and then
attack. Yes.
Range, hit DC. Oh, and Anonymous just donated $100. Great game. Aw.
Wow.
Yay! Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, for the for the phaser, it was a 13, and for the ring, it is a 5. I'm no good at this.
You see a star just fly overhead.
Wow.
Meanwhile, in a farmer's field,
next to this little child.
No. This child's been through enough. No, okay, no, I have to. The tiny child is in his father's hand, and the tiny child says, "Look, Papa, a shooting star, make a wish! Wish for me to be big again!" Oh, why is it getting closer? And we cut back. The 13 does hit, though.
Great. I feel bad about the child I may have just shot a star at. But hopefully non-fatal. I quickly check my tricorder and close it and say it was non-fatal in a way that was too quick to actually read the numbers.
The boy was too small of a target.
But I did hit him with my phaser, so terrific.
All right, and there should be a damage option right beside hit/DC. It should be say damage.
Oh yeah. Let me hit that. 4.
4.
2 plus 2 is 4.
Hey now, you didn't tell me there'd be math in this game. You do a little. You look at your phaser. You've set it to just 4.
Like angry flashlight, yeah.
Angry flashlight. Next up is Peleus.
Fantastic. I would like to do what every warlock is meant to do. I'd like to cast Eldritch Blast on the fucking beholder.
Just before I go forward, Grim Harvey also gave Crunchy advantage. Thank you, Grim Harvey. All right. Sorry, go ahead.
So I rolled a 21.
Oh, well done.
Very happy. And that gives me a 9 damage, I think.
All right. The bee handler kind of hisses in a Germanic fashion, kind of righting itself. All of the. Oh, sorry.
No, I think we just need to hear what a German hiss sounds like.
And it stops trying to slap Crunchy Picklefoot, and instead kind of rights itself. So even though it doesn't have any kind of facial features, it just has a multitude of hands. You can see that it is focusing its attention on you. Maybe one of the hands is pointing.
Fantastic. Can I also just shout at him?
Oh, shout away. Shouting is a free action.
Fantastic. Actually, no, I don't. What I want to do is I want to know what he's thinking right now. Aside from just a German hiss.
This isn't going very well.
It isn't going very well, is it?
Oh no, she's thinking she's in my head, or he's in my head.
It is. Also, I'm very sorry. I realized that I had D&D cards. I literally got yesterday for the Tiny Tina game,
Curses.
like the D&D one, and I was like, I have to run and get them. So if you need to draw a card again, I now actually have a deck of cards.
And he very well may need your cards after Handleton Beestinger.
So I saw Jasgar having to deal with that ice.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's not the sort of deterrent I want to put in the way of the team's success. So this storm is going to continue for another 9 rounds, but I can't have it impacting everybody around me. So I'm going to go ahead and, as a Divine Soul sorcerer, I have access to the cleric spells. I'm going to cast Water Walk, which works on all forms of water, including ice, allowing everyone that I choose within range to treat it like solid ground. So that's going to be everybody that's on our team and not anybody that's made of hands.
Ice hates.
Yeah. It's like, I want us all to excel, be excellent at being each other and us. And that's my turn.
Aww.
Very nice.
Mr. Picklefoot.
Mr. Picklefoot.
Mr. Pickle, that's my father.
Mr. Picklefoot is my adoptive father's name.
You just call me Crunchy.
My given name is Spine Cruncher, but my friends call me Crunchy. And now that I have raised up to the level of super cleric, I put a hand on the behandler and I say, when you reach the button, the funniest point of any scene, it's time to wipe. And I cast Banishment.
Oh no, there is the behandler goes, no, and there's a, and where there once was a behandler, there is now just a bunch of destroyed clay golem.
And scene.
And then the tower explodes.
I cast Featherfall as a reaction.
Everyone cast Featherfall. No, as you are gathered around the tower, Ollie Genasi is still weeping pebbles from the lovely letter that her husband wrote and saying, maybe we'll try getting back together just for this Yule after all. And as we are enjoying this scene, Lieutenant Barker, you hear the sound of a teleporter beaming down right in front of you. It is your captain.
Oh my God!
We've done it.
I thought I was lost.
We've successfully we've managed to successfully move through the photonic rift by channeling more power through our deflector array.
Captain, that's exactly what I was going to suggest. You gotta send more power through the deflector array, and I'm sure you inverted the phase variance to do it.
We were worried about the RAM scoops overloading, but no, we've got it. We can finally. Wait. You mean you can't come back? You
Oh no, I have spent. I've really the time I've spent here. I've found I've been so effective in this universe that I can't really leave it behind.
Are you sure? Because you can come back to our, utopia society where we've completely eliminated the concept of need.
Yeah, we did. Why don't you come back in a year and collect me then?
Oh no, the photonic rift.
See if
is
I want to come
closing.
back in a year.
If it closes all the way, not only will you never be able to return, but
that
there might
is
be a
how
teleporter
photonic
accident.
rifts operate.
There might be a teleporter accident that splits you in half.
I will say, Captain, that we call them transporters, not teleporters, which makes me think you might not actually be my captain.
What if I was from a similar parallel universe where the transporters were often mistakenly called teleporters?
Wait, roll for goatee. Does he have a goatee now? That means he's evil.
You can tell he's wearing a
Can
sash.
I check for goatees?
Oh, he has Well, he had a goatee normally. He has just everything but the goatee. He has massive mutton chops.
Okay. I see what this is. I will give you a sturdy thanks, but no thanks, and I'll stay with my new friends here in this realm, whose name I never got.
It's called Toril, but the continent is called Faerun. You know what? Here is my little Rocky Talkie. If you ever want to come back to my universe, just give me a call within the next 70 seconds before the rift close. Get me back! But he leaves behind his
Perfect.
And with that, I will thank these bold adventurers for successfully saving Nagatomi's tower, helping the little owl Palin, getting Ollie Genasi back together with Johann of Clane, and
Killing its innocent child.
There was no killing of innocent children.
Not on my streams.
We couldn't see any of this happening. Like, in my mind, that's too far away. If something doesn't happen that we can see, does it really happen at all?
When they get smaller, they actually get better at dodging.
Yeah.
Like mechanically in the game, it would have been very hard to hit that child, even if you were trying.
Yeah.
At that size. So I think the kid's safe.
Handleton
That'll help me
takes
sleep at night. I appreciate that.
all the time. No. But you know what? If there weren't children in hospitals, then what would Child's Play Charity have to do? Because Child's Play Charity is a charity that provides
on the
toys
supply
and-
side.
Is it the broken children's theory? I don't know.
Is this what we're advocating for right here?
Provides toys and games to children in hospitals and domestic violence children.
Hold on.
I just like we got like on the slippery slope and just went right down.
Right.
I cast water walk so you wouldn't slip. I did a whole 3rd level spell slot.
We use water walk to make us go faster. Ice skating right downhill.
And if
down. I think
you could donate money to Child's Play to give me disadvantage on all my rolls.
That's a good idea. That is a very good idea.
But before we say goodbye and do our outros, why don't we close entries and pick a winner? So let's see. Kratos MVN, you are a winner. Be sure to contact one of the mods. They'll get your details, and we can send you some fantastic prizes, including but not limited to. Well, actually, no, it's not limited to. The Call of the Wild gift key, an Elderwood gift card worth $25, and a Dwarven Forge gift card worth $100. Hooray! Good job, Kratos. Oh, and Kadrofel just donated $10 for disadvantage on the next roll of I deserve that. Well earned. But yeah, while I try to uncancel myself, Jack Packard, why don't you tell us a little about yourself, where we can find you, what you do?
Sure. You can go to redlettermedia.com and see me talk about bad movies. We are filming something coming up. Should be a fun episode. You can go over to escapistmagazine.com where I'm talking about video games, sometimes movies, and sometimes playing D&D with our lovely contributors over there for our show Adventure is Nigh, the name of which I forgot for a moment. You can hear my dog whine because I'm not paying attention to it. Or if you're ever in Milwaukee, come on down to Comedy Sports, and I'm usually there every week. I'm performing tonight. Come to Milwaukee tonight, and you can see me on stage.
I'm on my way.
Get my tickets.
Yeah, see, it's happening already.
Yeah, we're filming this ahead of time, ahead of time. All right, Joe Hills. Who are you? Where can we find you?
I'm Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. You can find me on YouTube if you search for Joe Hills and Hermitcraft. That's the name of my flagship YouTube series. I'm also on Twitter at twitter.com/Joe Hills, although that's a little bit less funny sometimes. Sometimes it's more funny. I don't know. I just do whatever makes sense at the time, which is both terrifying and hilarious. So buckle up. Enjoy.
Awesome. Quinn Murphy, who are you? What do you do? Where can we find you?
Quinn Murphy. I am a game designer extraordinaire. Wow, can I say that about myself? I'm going to say that about myself.
You earned it.
Yeah. Extraordinaire. You can catch me. I have a lot of stuff I'm in. Like one coming up. I have a little part in Paizo's Book of the Dead. Coming out for Pathfinder. It's an amazing book. Happy to be part of it, so check it out. And you can catch me mostly talking about game design stuff and adventure design and all sorts of other stuff on Twitter, QH_Murphy. And that's me.
Awesome. Ryan North, who are you? What do you do? Where can we find you? What books do you currently have that have recently released?
Yes, thank you for such a great leading question. Hi, I'm Ryan North. I'm a writer. You can find my work at ryannorth.ca. The most recent one is a book called How to Take Over the World, which is exploring how we can use actual science to pull off supervillain comic book schemes in the real world. So it's a fun fictional lens of using this crazy idea to explore actual science and technology. I wrote it. I think it's pretty good. And you can find me on Twitter at RyanQNorth, where I mostly post pictures of my dogs and some bad jokes. Sometimes some good ones. You'll never know until you follow.
To be fair, it is an excellent dog.
Thank you. Chomsky's a good boy, yes.
He is a good boy. And last but not least, Kat Welsford. Who are you? What do you do? Where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter. I'm at Pope Lady. I'm not... if you want to, because everyone else has got things where they're like, oh, give me some money at this place. Give me some money by going and donating to Child's Play because I've got a salaried job. I don't need shit. Go and donate to Child's Play. They're fantastic. Go and donate to all those good charities, but also go and spend money on everyone else's shit because it's all really good shit. You can follow me at Pope Lady if you particularly want me to see me talk about like video games. And sometimes about tabletop games, and sometimes, if you ever want me to do shit for no money because it's for charity, drop me a message because I really enjoy doing stuff like this. And I like doing it. Just invite me back to do this again.
This was such a blast.
This was awesome.
Y'all are great. And thank you so much for so generously donating your time and effort and energy. I really appreciate it. Y'all were wonderful. And
you.
Thank you for DMing.
Reverse.
Thank you. This is great.
And you in the audience, thank you for your time. We'll be back in about 20 minutes, so don't go nowhere unless it's to grab a friend, grab a drink, grab a friend, grab a snack. Don't grab your friends. That's not nice. And yeah, we still got plenty more of this D&D shenanigans, so don't go nowhere. Bye, everybody. Bye. Oh, our mics are still hot, so don't say anything incriminating.